Well, hello friends, it's Crazy Cheap Chick. I am back from the grocery store. I usually go first thing in the morning. That's when I feel like I find my best clearance bargains. But today I had to work this morning, and so I didn't get to the grocery store until after, 2 or 3 o'clock. And I still found plenty. So let me get you inside. I'll show you what I found. We'll talk money saving strategies, and at the end, I'll tell you a little story to amuse you. I've been trying to go to the grocery store every 3 days or so, and today I went and spent $39.39 pre-tax, and here's what I got. They had this Cheesecake Factory bread on sale. It's normally $5.49, and I thought it was on sale for $3.99, but it rang up for $4.49, so I still love this bread. Then they had 5 pounds of these mandarin oranges on sale. They're normally $7.99, and they were on sale for $5.99, so I got those. Got some celery for $1.49. They've actually lowered the price on celery here. It had been around $1.89, and they've lowered it to $1.49. I was out of black beans, so I got 2 cans of black beans for 89 cents. And they had this Campbell's French onion soup on sale. It was $1.29. I got 6 of them, and it's normally $1.89, crazy. Then here's my clearance items. I found these crispy onions, garlic pepper. I thought those would be good on a salad. There's a bag of cauliflower for $2.62, and I just bought a head of cauliflower the other day, and it was $3.29, so it saves me a little bit. 2 packages of this hamburger, marked down to $3.50. Then I got some bagged vegetables. Anything in the red net bags is 99 cents, so I got 3 red peppers, and then an orange, green, and yellow pepper, some zucchini and yellow squash for 99 cents. A bag of coconut for $2.03, and that says it had been $3.49, and a thing of soap for $1.74. It had been $2.99. So that's what I got for my 39 bucks. And what I plan on making out of this is I have been wanting to make French onion soup for a long time, so that's why I wanted this bread. We'll have a piece of it with dinner tonight, but then I'm going to save some of it to be the topping for French onion soup one night. So we'll have soup and salad. And then with this hamburger, it might make a meatloaf, or I might make spaghetti. We haven't had spaghetti in a really long time. And with the peppers, I'm thinking probably fajitas. Spent $98.12 at the grocery store today, and combine that with the $39.39 I spent earlier this week. I spent a total of $138.01 for groceries this week. Let me show you what I got today. I got these tomatoes. It was about $2. Really irritated at Dillon's because they smashed that one. They packed it with a bunch of heavy stuff to use it right away. Then I got these olives for $3.99. They were on sale, half and half for $5.49. This is kind of my splurge this week. These meat and cheese kind of roll-ups that I'm going to use in a salad. This salsa was $2.44. This rustic white bread was $2.99 on sale. And this was a pretty good deal this week. They have this round London broil on sale, so it rang up for $10.42. Peanuts were on sale for $1.99. They had this bacon on sale for $2.99 a package. It's got a pretty short lifespan on it. It expires November 24th, so that gives me about 10 days to use 2 packages of bacon, which is not a problem in my life. And then this is one of their better sales they've had recently. They had all of these frozen potatoes for $1.99. You could get up to 5, but I have limited freezer space, so I only got 4. And they were out of tater tots, so fries and hash browns and diced potatoes is what I got. And then I think everything else, well, the toilet paper was pretty good too. It was on sale for $4.99 a package. It hardly ever gets lower than that anymore. Everything else was clearance. This huge, gigantic bag of chopped romaine lettuce for $1.89. That's cheaper than a head of lettuce. And these individually packaged ranch dressings were $1.40. I know it's cheaper to buy it in a bottle, but I've been trying to take my lunch whenever I'm going to be gone during the day. And so these are perfect for me packing a little snack to get me by until I get home. Had snow peas for $1.64. I got 2 things of guacamole, one spicy for $2.38. And this one, I think it's just mild. It was $2.69. And then this baby broccoli was $1.44. And this tzatziki sauce was $1.57. That's a really good price on that. 2 of these plant-based Hellmann's mayo for $2.27. I've had this before. It tastes just like mayonnaise to me. I don't taste any difference. And then 2 little containers of Silk almond milk yogurt. They were 94 cents each. Got this pork chops for $4.20. These chicken tenderloins were $5.58, and that's enough for 2, maybe even 3 meals. And this pita bread was $1.59. So what are we going to eat for the next 3 or 4 days on this little haul? Tonight, I am making fajitas. I have everything I need to make fajitas. I've already got the chicken cooked. I just need to cut up the onions and the peppers, but I was out of salsa, so that's why I needed the salsa. I've got sour cream and cheese. And I know we're going to have BLTs with some kind of potato. And I know we're going to have a meal with pork chops. I could use these diced potatoes with it, or I've got a ton of potatoes. So we could have a baked potato or potatoes however we wanted them. I could cook this little London broil, but I'll probably just put it in the freezer for week after next because we just had a roast. And I could make fried chicken tenders, kind of leaning towards that. And for a lunch one day, I thought maybe I would make something in these pita bread that I bought. You have to be away from home tomorrow, so I'm packing our lunch. We're going Mediterranean. So I spent about $58 at Goodwill today. Of course, Tuesday is Old People Day. I get that 15% discount. And the bad thing about this is John Wayne is sitting over here working on his plans, so now he's going to know everything I bought. But anyway, let me show you what I got. I got this cute little onesie. I'm going to a baby shower on Sunday, so I've been looking for stuff to put in the baby shower bag. And look at this. It still has its tag on it. This originally cost $22. $22 for this little tiny thing. Well, I spent $1.70 with the discount. And then I also got this bag. Super nice. Nothing wrong with it. It's not dirty. Had a little bit of scuff on the bottom, which I was able to get out with a little bit of Dawn. So instead of buying a gift bag, I bought this bag for $4.25, which becomes part of the gift. Then I got this pair of shorts. Green was their half off price today, so $2.75. I think these might be some cruising shorts to take on my cruise. And then these are the kind of shorts I like to lounge around in at night. Then I got this turntable. I almost didn't buy it. I paid $4.25 for it. It was really dirty, but it came really clean, no problem. So I thought it was kind of cute. And then these little Pyrex containers were $2.55. Usually they have these marked so high, I pass them up. But for some reason, they had these marked a little bit more reasonable today. This is the kind of thing I look for. I keep a little shelf of gifts. So like if I'm invited to a wedding or like this baby shower on Sunday, it's always going to be something I get at Goodwill. It's really rare for me to go out and buy something brand new. These are really nice, never opened. I paid $5.95. They had been marked $6.99. But like I said, they're still new in the package, never opened. And I had been wanting some oil and vinegar bottles. they had this 3-bowl set. I recognized it from Walmart. I think it's that Pioneer Woman brand. 3 bowls with 3 lids that fit inside each other. I paid $7.65, and I think these are about $20 new. I can tell they've never been used. Got another cup with a straw. I paid $1.70 for it. And look at this cute bunny. And he's sweet. He'd probably go out in my garden. Paid $4.25 for him. Now, next to all of this stuff, I always use Google Lens to try to figure out what things cost brand new. Then they had these napkins. Looks like they originally cost $2.99. I paid 85 cents for those. If you were paying attention, that stuff I just showed you did not add up to $38. This was $19.99, and it was in really good shape. I already have one of these motorized vehicles for my grandkids, and they love it. In fact, it's always a little bit of a fight. So I'm sure it doesn't run. It probably needs a new battery, but John Wayne said he'd look at it. No, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but don't let people guilt you into buying real expensive gifts. I'm going to put this together now and take off all the tags, all the Goodwill tags, and it's going to be a nice gift. I'm going to put those 3 little washcloths in there. Got the blanket in here. I'm going to put these little towels in here. And then I've got these cute little outfits that I got at Goodwill with the tag still on them. And so we're going to put those in there as well. But anyway, that's what it's going to look like. And I think it's a nice gift. And I've spent 2, 4, 3, 8, about $12 for this gift. And I think it's super cute and nice. It's going to be my frugal tip of the day. I know you know this, but we all need reminders. Buy things on clearance seasonally. These I got at the dollar store. They had been $3, and they were marked down to $1.50 each. John Wayne had asked me to go by Hobby Lobby to pick up some foam and some black pleather, I guess you would call it, for him to redo the seat on what we call Johnny, our little ATV, for lack of a better word. And so those kind of stores are dangerous for me because I always find stuff. I told him, I'm like, if I go in Hobby Lobby, I'm gonna buy more than that. And he's like, it's okay. So I'll show you what I got. I did look at their fall clearance, and here's what I got. They had these zipper bags, and there's 30 of them, and they were half off, so $1.99. And I couldn't resist this. It was a Madagascar vanilla and cedar scent that you apparently add to candles. These napkins, which were half off, so $2.99 for all these napkins. It's not quite as cheap as napkins at the grocery store or Walmart, but it's not bad, and they're cute. This little pumpkin for $2.99. And my plan is to take napkins. I also got these napkins. They were half off for $2.49. Anyway, I want to tear these napkins apart and decoupage them onto this pumpkin. I want to see how that turns out. I did get these little earrings for $4.99 and this dog tray that you can make dog treats. It was $5.49. So I may make Sparky some treats, I don't know. Then I also had stopped at Dollar Tree and I got this little package of napkins for $1. But see, that's not as good a deal. There's only 16 in here. I just bought them because I was looking for something to decoupage on here, but I think I actually like these or these better. And I had bought a candle there for $5. It smells pretty good. And I'm gonna try to decoupage napkins onto that as well, if I can get that label to peel off. Okay guys, I have never had this happen before. I got that label off. It was stuck on there good. I had a really hard time getting it off. I had to get Goof off and take it off. But when I took the label off, here's what's underneath. So someone else must have sold these candles, and then they just stuck a patch on there and sold them to Dollar Tree. So I thought it seemed like a pretty nice candle for $2 or $2.50. And probably it was sold by someone else. So I'll probably just decoupage around the words instead of covering them up because it's kind of cute. I am not a super crafty person, but I am going to try to decoupage this plastic pumpkin and this candle I got at the dollar store. And I'm just going to use Mod Podge and a napkin. And the first thing to do is to tear the napkin apart. See what I'm doing here? Just taking the backing off the napkin. So there we go. This is what we're going to decoupage on here. I'm going to cut them in strips just to make it easier to work with. And I'm just gluing those layers on. Okay, I've got it all Mod Podged on there. I will tell you that the tissue, since it's so thin, once you tear it apart, it does tear easy, so you've got to be somewhat delicate. And this is going to dry clear. So let's go ahead and work on the candle while that one dries. Candle, I'm going to wrap this on here and decoupage that on. It's called Mod Podge. I think I keep calling it Mod Podge. You know me and my difficulty with words. Anyway, I'm going to decoupage this onto the candle now. That glue on first, and now we're ready to put the napkin on. Okay, I've got that on, but now we're going to have to do it around the edges here. That's going to be a little bit hard to cut those flowers out. Cut out a scalloped edge so I can put that around here. I was able to take off this cheap plastic, and I'm going to replace it with a real pumpkin gourd that I saved off a real pumpkin. I was able to hot glue that on, and I'm going to touch that up with a little bit of dark brown paint. Now I'm going to put some of that washi tape on here and kind of dress this up. Here's my finished product, my little pumpkin. I did finish him off with some clear acrylic sealer and a bow, and that was just some ribbon I had, so I'm not saying it matches that well, but that's what it looks like. It didn't cost much to make because I got the little paper mache pumpkin for $3 at Hobby Lobby. And of course, one or two napkins, some Mod Podge, a little bit of ribbon I already had, and a little bit of clear acrylic. And then this candle, this was the $2.50 candle I bought at the dollar store. And also with it, it was a napkin, the Mod Podge. Gives it kind of a textured look that I like. Makes it look kind of rich. Used a little bit of that decorative tape on the inside also, and sprayed it with the acrylic as well. So neither one of these cost very much, and it was kind of fun to do. Here's something I bought I really like. Magnetic decor hooks. These were $3.99 at Harbor Freight. And you can hang it on glass. So you put one on one side of the glass, and then there's another one on the other side of the glass. And they say it'll hold up to, I think it says 65 pounds. Yeah, 65 pounds. Some of you may remember I bought this at Goodwill for about $7. And I think it was designed for craft paper, but I am using it for my seeds. And so as I save seeds, I usually use pill bottles to store them in. And I've been trying to get them organized because I have so many seeds. These are all flower seeds I've saved. And these are all zinnia seeds in here. So that's a lot of seeds. Let me just say, if I wanted to start a cantaloupe farm, I have the means to do so. I also got all my cannas dug up. I am going to have a ton of cannas for next year. Well, friends, thanks for sticking around all the way to the end. I feel like the best financial advice I can give you this week is get creative with gifts. So many times we overspend on buying people something when really we just need to show people we care, and we don't have to spend a ton of money to do that. I showed you in this video how I made a couple of gifts. Another thing I was going to mention is I got these zipper bags at Hobby Lobby when John Wayne sent me to buy some stuff for him, and they were originally $3.99 marked down to $1.99 because they were on clearance. And you know how Hobby Lobby is, half the stuff in the store is always 40% off. So There's 30 of these bags, but how cute would that be? A couple of homemade cookies, maybe a piece of homemade fudge, some candy, and that would make a super cute gift for people. At Goodwill, they always have really super nice books. I almost bought 2 or 3 books today just to have as gifts. I look for baby items every time I go because I never know when I'm going to be invited to a baby shower. All of my friends are getting old enough that their kids are having kids. And so I get invited every now and then to a baby shower, and I can put together a really nice baby gift for about $10, $12. And there's so many things at Goodwill that still have the tag on them because people can't even use all the stuff that they're given. I look for gifts I could give for wedding gifts or just because gifts, and I find tons of stuff. I found something for one of my granddaughters today that I know she'll love, and so you don't have to spend a ton of money. So why don't we just stop it? Let's just get off the merry-go-round of spending tons of money that we don't need to. You know, if you hang around to the end, I always tell you a little story to make you laugh, and hopefully this one will. Many years ago, when I was working full-time as an investigator, I worked with another special agent, and his name was Jake. And Jake was super popular. Everyone loved Jake. He was real easygoing and fun, and Jake had this little tiny tiger that sat on his desk, and it must have been really important to him, had a sentimental meaning behind it, because that little tiger was front and center. Well, one day, me and another one of the investigators decided to steal the tiger and send the tiger on an adventure. Well, Jake immediately recognized that Tiger was gone, and he went to the other gal, and he's like, I know you guys took my tiger, and I really want my tiger back. It's important I get my tiger back. And he was unhappy. And so she reassured him that Tiger was safe, that Tiger was going on an adventure, and he would be home soon. Well, what we did with the tiger is we would pull up a picture on our computer screen and then hold Tiger up against it and take a picture of Tiger and make it look like he was in that place. So I am using my little chicken here, the one that my sister says she never owned, and I'm going to try to recreate a couple of the photos so you could see what we were doing. And of course, we're investigators. We knew all kinds of ways to hide our identity, and so I think we had set up a undercover email for the tiger, and I think it was simply something like tigertravelstheworld@gmail.com. And so every day, and this became the highlight of our day, unfortunately, we would take a picture of Tiger and send an email to Jake detailing what Tiger was doing. And Tiger went all over. Tiger met famous people. Tiger visited every famous place in the world. And then we got the idea, because we had to go to a conference, and there was a lot of people at the conference from all over the country and even outside the country. And so we asked them, we told them what we were doing, and we asked them to send postcards to Jake from Tiger. So wherever they lived, they would buy a postcard, write a little note from Tiger, and mail it to Jake. So he started getting all these postcards at work from his little toy tiger. And we then started contacting, friends and family who lived outside the country or just all over. And I think he got like 100 postcards or something. He got quite a few postcards. And he finally let us know that he really wanted Tiger to come home. And so after a couple of months, Tiger reappeared, happy and well-traveled. And it was really fun, and no harm was done. I think it was a real morale booster at work, actually. And it kind of pulled everyone together as a team, made everyone laugh, and it was fun. It was just fun. So maybe you have someone in your life that has something similar to a tiger that could travel the world and let them know of their adventures. That's my little story for today, and I'm going to put up some of the pictures that I took of my chicken. I didn't put much effort into it. With ours, the tiger had all kinds of outfits. Like that tiger. He really got around, and he was well dressed. That's all I can tell you. So anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Go out there and save some money.